Hello YouTube, I was part of some drama on Roblox, and just look at this title first of all. Just like, they're making it seem like we're demons for, well, you'll see what. And in my words, as I react to their video. But a little backup. So they were being a Rudy. So, and then there's Cole and Roger that were the main people that were brought up, and I was playing as Astro, just trying to get 5 more research on Dial. And I politely asked at the start, can we please get Dial? I need 5 more % on him. And no response. And I asked, can we? And no response. And I just stopped asking. I was like, fine, if majority want to do it, then, or half, and then Danny's Road gods are on my side, then okay. And there was this, and Rudy was like, Roger took tapes, and they're like, sorry, and the Rudy's like, there's no need to crash out. And I'm like, who's crashing out? And they're like, Roger, and the Roger's like, for your information, I'm not. And everyone checks the chat and sees that Roger said sorry. And we were like, they're not crashing out. And the person's like, it was literally just a joke. 1, not a funny one. 2, how is that a joke to you, saying someone's crashing out when they said sorry? And then what started all of this, on Dial's floor after I died, since majority picked it, they were like, well, I didn't choose to do this floor, so I'm not helping. Mind you, in a team game. And now let's actually start reacting. In today's video, normal run, we're discussing an incident that happened with a friend. So my friend was in a normal run, and they got the Dial card, and they didn't want to do Dial. Understandable, pretty hard to do. The people in the run decided to do Dial, and they did 4 machines and said that's all they're going to do because they didn't want to do Dial. This is where it annoys me. They is their friend. And they're like, well, and we are saying it's a team game, be part of the team and help. And they're like, well, if it's a team, we should ask what everyone wants to do, and I didn't want to do Dial, so we didn't have to. And it was them and one other person that didn't want to do Dial. And I find this just a little bit amusing, because the person that also didn't want to do Dial was doing a lot of machines, even though they didn't vote for Dial. And 1 and 2, the Rudy said they V-moded 1 and did 3. Not 3, and did 2, which adds up to 3. So either they were wrong to us, said something wrong to their friends, or I'm just remembering wrong, or it was a typo. But still, even if you don't want to do it, you should still help your team in a teamwork game. Because, like, what if you beat the floor? You get plus 50 stamina. With Rudy, you have 200 stamina, 3-star speed, and your dash, which is pretty good in my opinion. So they did 4 machines and went to go get research, and everyone was harassing them and saying they're a great. Oh, okay, this is harassment, mind you. So again, they said that they did 3, and I guess if I ever sit in a corner, just to let you know, I'm getting research according to this person. They never ran to Dial, never ran to get capsules. They sat in the corner and were arguing with us. So, just think about that when you hear getting research. Someone sitting in the corner and they say AFK, they're joking, they're actually getting research. Harassing them. Yeah, guys, sorry. I harass people. I tell people to be part of a team in a team game. yeah, biggest harassment ever. Saying that they're griefing. There was one person that said it. One person. And they're like, no, there's actually two. I went back and checked. There's only one. And they're like, no, it's actually two. So someone said, if you're really that mad with them, stop arguing with them, which is right. I was just ticked off with them not helping in a team game. And I wasn't thinking fully straightly with the fact that they're just like, I'm going to sit down. You guys can do it because I didn't want to do it. Like, at least do something. Like, maybe try looping the Twisteds, protecting your teammates from the common Twisteds, or if someone gets spotted, try to take dial off of them before speed gets too high and lose them. Don't sit in a corner. Don't sit in a corner. And the person was like, stop arguing with them. If you're that mad at them, stop arguing. Just report them in the Blush Crunch server for griefing. One, they never even said they were reporting them. They're saying if we're that mad, just stop arguing. Report them. No, two, no one said that they were doing it. And then three, the same person after was like, it was saying something like this is considered griefing, even though, as the Rudy said, and as I understood, it's not actually griefing, it's just not being a helpful teammate. Like Quell said, if a Sprout doesn't want to distract or doesn't want to heal, they're not griefing you. They're being a bad teammate and thinking about what they want to do rather than what's best for the team. And one person said it, no one else brought it up. And they're like, I actually just checked this app. It isn't qualified as griefing. Yeah, take that. Excuse me, just what? Okay, let's continue. The people on the run were mad and didn't leave. I was the only person that was dead at that time. Of course I didn't leave. Of course we're gonna be mad. You're not helping the team in any way. Like, what? And yeah, we didn't leave because some people were still alive and actually wanted to play the game and not sit in a corner all around. And, I didn't leave because personally, I love drama. I'm not gonna go, starting it, though, but if someone keeps on, annoying me or giving me something to look into or just think about or rant to myself about, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna leave. And they, kept on, clapping back. So just, yeah, I'm not gonna leave. We were telling them to leave, and since they don't want to help, and they just want to sit in the corner, and they're like, nah. And then say, I was gonna leave, but peak content. I literally said this, bro, you are being the content. You are the peak content. If you still want peak content, you can leave and just play any other run and still have peak content, and then. When they ended the run, everyone died. The people went to my friend's YouTube channel and started commenting on it. We were spreading the story since, if you do something annoying or something mean on the internet, you're going to get backlash. If I get backlash for this, fine, I get it. But still, none of this would have happened if, mind you, they didn't say they weren't going to help. If they just sat in a corner, no one would have known unless they saw them or died and spectated them. And also, I got replies on my comments from a bunch of their friends, four machines. you're acting like they didn't do 4 machines. 4 machines out of 25. Just think about that. But they did 2 other ones after everyone died. After everyone died, they're like, okay, I'm gonna do the machines now. Now I can do them. And they went off and did machines. Like, excuse me? So if everyone else is dead and you're not helping your team, then you're fine with doing it, but not if your team wants you to? What? And like, no, really, the round ended by everyone dying. We were saying, like, imagine sitting in the corner not helping with Dial. Bro wasn't helping with Dial. Stuff like that. Not like, you're so annoying, you're the worst person ever, not stuff like that. It's disgusting how far the people went as to go to their channel just to comment. It's disgusting to see how people are making videos about someone being unhelpful to their team in a team game. It's disgusting to see you assume that we went there just to comment. When one of the other people said, hey, I found their channel, and I searched up their and found their channel, I wanted to leave a comment or two like, hey, why didn't you help with Dial? Bro, why weren't you helping with Dial? This person didn't help with Dial. And also, I also kind of wanted to see, what their channel was like, what they posted, not just comment, be mean, be annoying, continue the thing, because really just how? Here are screenshots from my friend, then I'll show you screenshots from my side of their channel. Me when I hide on Dal's floor and do absolutely nothing. Lolbro said harassment to being told to be part of the team. Literally, I'm crying. Yo, you should have seen... Well, I think that's split. I'm pretty sure I typed, you should have seen the run we were actually in. A Dial floor because of my teammates chose Dial card. I made fun of someone in the match because of the way they were spelling, saying that I was having a stroke reading it. When I am continued to be told to do the machines on Dial floor, I tell them that they are cyberbullying me and harassing me, even though I was doing jack squat. I was also told by my team that they could go to jail for it. We're all minors and we all probably live in different states with different laws. Whatever, man. And I can't read. They openly say they're making fun of someone, yet we're the problem. We are the problem for when they make fun of someone for how they write. And you weren't doing jack squat. You were jack squatting in the corner while everyone did machines after you did your precious 3 or 4 little machines and then said, fine, now I can do them once everyone died. Bro is better at Looney, I meant to type Louie, than helping their team on Dial floor, I guess, because they were looping Brusha for pretty long as Louie, which is better than what they were doing on Dial floor. This thing was over and over, it was an art edit, and I was over and over, you don't help with your team with Dial. Bro, this was they're taking down a Taff with too much ego in Forsaken, and I was bro, in Danny's World has way too much ego. Imagine being on Duke, I meant to type Dial, floor, and not helping your team, and then told to when told to, reporting. Because they said, this is harassment. You're all getting reported and blocked. Harassment, right. Telling you to be part of a team in a team game. And sitting on your butt the entire time waiting for everyone to die and then doing stuff. And yeah, we're harassing you when you openly say you're making fun of someone for how they write. That's not harassment though, right? Sorry about that. Misunderstanding here. Here's my screenshots. These people need to get a life. I do have a life. At least I don't sit on my butt in Danny's World and do, everyone's dead. Time to do machines again. Me when I hide on dial floor and do absolutely nothing for the team. This is another person that was in the run. The person that let me know that they were that they found the channel and found their channel. And I said, lol, bro said harassment to being told to be part of the team. This is literally what happened. They said that we were harassing them for getting told to be part of the team. This person said, literally, I'm crying. Now that I think about it, they're either just like, they literally did this, I'm crying, or this was someone that's friends with them, and they're like, I'm literally crying. Why would you do this? And I said, you should have seen the actual run we were in with them. These people need to get a life. You need to stop going after people that literally just want to have help. There is one kid's YouTube account, so you can ask them what happened if you want. They will probably twist up the story. Oh, kinda like what happened with what they were saying? Yeah, right. But I'm gonna twist up the story. Anyways, have a good day. I'm having a pretty annoyed day because of the booty cheek logic that I just listened to. What? No, this is absolutely insane. I'm checking if the other person made their video yet, and if they did, then I'm reacting to that. Okay, they didn't yet, but they're like, go watch my friend's video about people harassing me for not wanting to do dial floor. We weren't harassing you for not wanting to do dial floor. We were, quote unquote, harassing you for not wanting to help your team in a team game on dials floor. And it was a blackout. Yeah. Whole story not explained. I will make a video about it once I figure out how to work my laptop. Check comments for most of it. Yes. Okay, I'm just waiting for them to post this video so I can make a reaction to this, because just what? Get a life. And by the way, they're a kid. Shows my face. At least show the account name, at least blur it or something. Have some respect. So, hey, it's me, cool kid. The person mentioned in the video, I'm just going to say first about how it's not Alex's fault that dials floor incident. I wouldn't have done one machine, but Alex did 4, and they were harassing Alex. Well, that shows you're an even worse teammate than them if you wouldn't have helped your team at all. They still barely did jack squat to those 25 machines. There were probably 4 or 5 people. They didn't even do a fifth of it. Even if they did 4. Even if they did 3. Not even a fifth. And they're harassing Alex. Yes. Be part of the team. Harassment! You dare harass me? Like, more explaining in the comments by Alex themselves. Their YouTube is on screen and in the title. Yeah, so what happened was I was in a matchmaking run. The people there chose Dial. Yes, you can choose Dial, but don't expect everyone to help. We should, because it's a team game. I told them I'm not going to do anything, and they started harassing me, telling me it's teamwork. It's a teamwork game, so do your work. You're never going to get a job in the real world, etc. I never actually said you're not going to get a real job, and I was like, yeah, like, if you're arguing with children about doing teamwork in a team game, then that's just insane to me. It's a teamwork game, so do your work. That is a normal explanation. If it's a team game, you gotta do your part, you gotta do your work to help the team. Don't, do a solo run if you don't want any disagreements, don't want people to not do what you don't want to do, don't want to actually help your team, then do a solo run. I told them they were harassing me, and it's considered cyberbullying, so they're going to go to jail, and they were like, shush, before I read the quote, I'm gonna shush and stop myself. Cyberbullying. I learned this, and bullying is imbalance of power. There's no imbalance of power here. We don't know jack squat about them, except they don't really help their team, so no imbalance. Purposefully, we never purposefully tried to annoy them. We were just explaining, hey, do your work on the team in a teamwork game. They were, and 3, it has to be repetitive. We never commented today. We're probably not gonna say anything unless besides a reaction video or 2 or commenting our side of the story. 4, one-sided. This is the biggest no-no that makes it not bullying. This was not one-sided. It was an argument. They were saying things to us. We were saying things to them. They did things to us. We did things to them. That's not bullying. That's an argument. You can't, call someone dumb and they call you annoying and then you say they're bullying you. That's an argument. Especially if you started it, which, again, this person did. They were like, we are probably all minors, so boo-hoo. We never said boo-hoo. The person said, we're probably all minors. They never said we're probably all, even though that's most likely correct. They said, I'm a minor, so I'm not going to go to jail, because technically you go to juvie, and I don't think arguing with someone online, which is very common nowadays, is personal. And they're literally saying, if you're so annoyed about people, annoying you online, log off, which is pretty simple. You're gonna get annoyed online no matter what. And also just only show mine. Why not show the other accounts? They all ended up dying, and I finished the floor. Yeah, you finished the floor with the 2 machines left that, about 19 or 20 of them, your teammates did. I told them I blocked them, but actually didn't. And one kid said, this was me. Rudy said his Merry Christmas. I was saying the chat. This one says they ain't helping or something like that. I said, Rudy. Chat, well, no, not chat. Text, or I forget if I accidentally said chat instead of text, said Merry Christmas. When the player said Merry brain damage, because I got brain damage from trying to understand how we're in the wrong for telling them, be part of a team in a team game. And I had a suspicion that they didn't do that. They stayed in the game. I didn't see any more chats from them, probably talking in private chat. They went to my profile, came to my YouTube, and started harassing me in the comments. I read these. Those are not harassment. That's telling our side of the story, stating facts, saying things that have to do with the video, that have to do what they did. They also said they would send this to the Discord, even though I did nothing wrong. Yes, you did. You didn't help your team in a team game. And one person said, if you're mad at them, report them for griefing in the Blush Crunch Discord. None of us say we were doing that. We'd probably get kicked out of the game and sent back to the main menu if we left. Unless they're playing on a computer and can change tabs or things. One person said it. They were saying 2 people said it when there are like 4 or 5 in the server. And even though there's only one person that said it, and they're saying everyone said it now. They're stretching it even more. And yes, not helping us annoying, but it's not my fault. You choose the card. We choose the card. It's a majority thing. If you were a Sprout and someone did, and everyone did a cooldown thing or an item thing rather than tapes, are you going to say, I'm not going to heal because I wanted tapes. You didn't choose it. Or you don't want any tapes. You're trying to do like a no tape run or something besides what you automatically get. And someone chooses tapes. You're like, I'm not going to help because you ruined it and I didn't want tapes. Next time you want people to help, ask if they wanted to do the floor. They didn't ask. Someone stated we were doing Dallas floor. So yeah, they said a ton of rude poop. I'm not gonna say that. And are now going into my comment sections and saying stuff. What? Oh my god, bro. I'm actually gonna crash out. Yes, we said stuff. It's not like we were roasting you, making fun of you. We're saying our side of the story, saying what happened, saying stuff that has to do with the video, that has to do with you did. No, we're not asking that. It's 10 seconds to decide. You can't have a whole debate in 10 seconds of what to choose. You choose whatever majority wants, you get. Hey, I played Rudy and tried doing Distractor, and I said, hey, if we get a cooldown card, can you do it? Because it helps with the ability and distracting. Most of the time, besides one, no one picked it except me. Did I say, I'm not distracting? No, I distracted until I died. I helped the team. I did my part. I didn't sit down doing nothing. And yeah, we did ask. No, duh, it's normal to not ask that. No one said, we are doing Dial's floor. I said, can we please do Dial's floor at the start of the game? No response. If you didn't want to do it, how about you say it then? Not when we actually pick it. You never said anything against it until we picked it and got on the floor. Then you said stuff against it. Like what? No one said, we are doing Dial's floor. The closest thing to that is you are helping on Dial's floor because you're gonna help. You have to. It's your part to help your team in a teamwork game. I feel you. So rude. Glisten was harassing a Bastie for accidentally getting them hit by Twisted Sprout, so I said something I kinda shouldn't have and got myself banned, but Glisten shouldn't have been rude like that. That's a normal thing to feel. That is annoying. I've had it happen with a Shelly, even though I never even actually got them hit. Harassing someone for getting you hit and you thinking it's griefing is pretty normal. It's pretty annoying too. Kind of like your teammates not helping you. If the Bastie explained and then they stopped, that'd be fine. But if they explained and then they didn't, that's not fine. If they didn't explain and they kept on doing it, that's not fine what they did. But not knowing and being like, you griefed me because you got me hit is normal. But still, yeah, they shouldn't have been rude. It's just some inconsiderate people. Like, what happens in a game should stay in a game. I mean, if you didn't want this to happen, how about you helped your team? Or said, sorry, I can't. Or did something that wasn't machines. Something. Inconsiderate people. You're being inconsiderate by not helping your team because you didn't get your way. You didn't get what you wanted. For real, bro. Yes, I see where this is coming from, but still. Now let me do the comments replies. They deleted one of the comments? No. I just didn't see it. First, I gave her some eyelashes. So if this is a different person, then just like they're saying it like the Imagine thing. If they do post, if this is another person again, if you do post that video, you're getting reported. This is probably that one person that said something about it. I should mention that this person also refused to leave the server because of cyberbullying. Again, this is what points to it being a different person. If it's not, they're saying that one of us wasn't leaving because we're saying they're cyberbullying, even though that's what they said. And if they're saying, like, if you post a video reacting to this or saying something about this, then you're gonna get reported. For what? You don't report people for sharing their side of the story. Freedom of speech, home in America. And yeah, so again, this is either their friend saying like, heartbreak, they did 4 machines, what are you talking about? Or this is another person saying like, bro, they did 4 machines, a heartbreak, they barely helped. And then again, same person acting like he didn't do 4 machines. Either saying it sarcastically if there's someone else like they did 4 machines. Oh my gosh, so much to help the team. Or they're their friend and they're like, why are you acting like they did nothing? They did 4 machines, dude. 4 machines, so much compared to 25. When their teammates did either 4 3/4 of what they did, or 5 whole times of what they did. Or like, no, that's math's wrong, but it's about like. I'm not even going to like show you on purpose their channels or usernames. If I do it by accident, then yeah. Please don't send any hate because you don't know the full story. You don't know which side you're on, since if you've been told by either side, have been told by someone that experienced it, but you have not directly seen anything. You directly do not have a say. And I don't want this going any further than if they make a video, me making a response to it, or me like sending a link in the comments to be like, this is my side of the story, this is what I saw happen, this is what I experienced. Goodbye, YouTube.